नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़ाउज़ बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बी शरह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू and good evening. I welcome you all on this prestigious platform of Institution of Engineers Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Chapter Eastern Province, for a technical webinar on the topic of NED ENERTECH Science and Technology Park by Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen. Myself is Muhammad Abrar Shami, the Executive Council member and General Secretary of IEP Saudi Arabia Chapter Eastern Province. And I'm working in Saudi Electricity Company as the Smart Grid Specialist and Project Manager. And my specialty is smart grids and automation. And I am humbled, honored to be the moderator for today's webinar and this auspicious event. So please note that all the attendees have already been muted and their videos are off. And we would like to request you to keep yourself muted. Since the inception of IEP-EP, under the dynamic and proficient leadership of the founder, Engineer Ismat Amin Khwaja Sahab, and is the founder of IEP-EP and the former chairman of IEP-EP and the current chairman, Engineer Rizwan Ahmad. Alhamdulillah, we always strived to conduct such sessions, events, and seminars, webinars for the purpose of information sharing and knowledge dissemination. And today is one episode. Alhamdulillah, this is the 38th event. So earlier in our journey, 20 plus years, we have conducted more than 37 webinars and seminars. So today's event is on the topic, as I mentioned, the NED ENERTECH Science and Technology Park. It's a unique topic. With this, I would like to give a brief introduction of our worthy speaker today, Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen is the Associate Professor, Computing and Information System Engineering Department at NED University, Karachi. He's the Director, Internal Security Lab, National Center for Cybersecurity, and the Project Director, NED Science and Technology Park Project. It is our honor that he, from his precious time, on a very short notice, on behalf of Dr. Sarosh Lohdi, Vice Chancellor of NED, since he's the project director, so he nominated him to conduct this session. So with this, I would like to invite him to start today's technical webinar, technical session. But before that, we of course welcome all the attendees and all the engineers who are who have joined the session. That in the chat box you can put your questions, and inshallah at the end of the session we would like to answer as many questions as possible. And I have with me our IT and Media Committee convener, Mr. Nabil Pervez Malik. He's assisting me for the purpose of the questions in the chat box. So with this, I would like to give the lectern to Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen to start the session. Dr. Floor is with you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Shami Saab, for your kind introduction. And I am also thankful to IEP Pakistan Saudi Arabian Center for the invitation and for arranging this webinar on this topic of NED ENERTECH Science and Technology Park project, which is basically a technology park developed at NED University of Engineering and Technology, Karachi, Pakistan, which is one of the oldest engineering universities in Pakistan. And we have embarked upon this ambitious project to develop a science and technology park. So in this presentation, I will be informing you about some of the basic features of science and technology park and who is the investor. As you can see, the logo on this slide that it is a partnership between two entities. One is the NED University Engineering and Technology, and other one is ENERTECH Holding Company, which is basically a subsidiary of Kuwait Investment Authority. And interestingly, both parties are state authorities. They are government parties. And under public-private partnership model, this has become an interesting combo of a G2G agreement, government-to-government agreement. So let me start with I once again thank you to IEP Pakistan chapter Saudi Arabian for arranging seminar. So here I will be presenting a brief outline, and I will try to finish the entire presentation in 20 to 25 minutes, and then we can carry on with the questions. So here I will be presenting a project introductory video, which is basically from the investor's point of view, and then it has also some of the details of the NED University. You will see the all of the components of the project, and then I will start after the video. The actual presentation will be started, and then I will present some of the benefits of the Science and Technology Park project. What is an STP locally and globally, and then I will present some of the background of the NED STP project, and then I will give some of the project overview, the financial structure, and then I will also talk about the project transaction structure, because this is the investment project, and then this is going to be having a status of a spatial technology zone, STZ status. So this is quite interesting, and I will be informing about the benefits which we will be getting through this status. And then I will be especially for engineers, there will be comparative assessment of how NED Technology Park compares with the other global technology parks worldwide. So let me proceed on. And here I will take around 3 minutes video. I hope the voice will be audible. And then I will proceed on with the presentation. So I'm starting a video and
NED University, nestled in Karachi's heart, boasts a rich legacy since 1922. Born from the vision of Nadir Shah Adilji Din Shah, it began as the Prince of Wales Engineering College. With the heritage of academic excellence, it has produced generations of engineers, architects, and leaders, shaping Pakistan's development. Today, as we celebrate its history, we also embrace the limitless potential that lies ahead. ENERTECH Holding Company Kuwait, a wholly owned subsidiary of Kuwait Investment Authority, is a powerhouse of sustainable innovation since its establishment. As a leader in sustainable solutions and a diverse portfolio spanning across renewables, water, and sustainable development, ENERTECH pioneers eco-friendly technologies, elevating Kuwait's global standing. Welcome to ENERTECH Technology Park, the beating heart of innovation. With advanced facilities, mentorship, and a vibrant community, we empower visionaries to turn ideas into reality. From high-tech labs to dynamic workshops, every element is designed to fuel creativity. Connect, collaborate, and cultivate with fellow innovators, as our technology park becomes the launchpad for your revolutionary concepts. But that's not all. ENERTECH envisions more. We are opening doors for international business, bringing global expertise to the heart of Pakistan. A symphony of cultures, ideas, and collaborations will resonate here, shaping a brighter economic future.
I'm excited to launch the ENERTECH NED Technology Park at the prestigious NED University. It is a testament of our commitments toward promoting industry, entrepreneurship, and growth in Pakistan. Our state-of-the-art facilities will foster collaboration and innovation, attracting the brightest mind in Pakistan and beyond. With access to cutting-edge resources and a vibrant ecosystem, the technology industry in Pakistan will thrive, driving economic growth and job creation. ENERTECH is committed to foster its relationship with Government of Sindh and continue to support its key strategic initiatives. I am confident that this project will be another important milestone in our strategic partnership.
The ENERTECH Innovation Park, where innovation meets possibility and dreams become reality. Join us in rewriting the future. NED University.
So thank you very much for watching the video. So here, this is the building design, which has been designed by the ILF Consulting Engineers, which is a consulting firm from Austria. And as you know, that ENERTECH Holding Company is the subsidiary of the Kuwait Investment Authority, which is one of the world largest sovereign funds. So this is the final design of the picture. The feasibility design were different, but this is the final design of the building which we are going to develop, inshallah. And it is hoped that we will be going to start this project construction activities by the end of this year. So now I proceed forward towards the benefits of the Technopark. So here I would like to inform that typically speaking, there are 5 major benefits of a typical science and technology park. STP is something more than a typical IT park. This is I want to everyone to note this. Technology parks are the key economic drivers to create, mentor, and foster business continuity in a country. And especially about the point number 2, that top corporations, which we call it as an anchor tenants. Anchor tenants play an important role in the placement in a technology park, because these create a recursive cycle of innovation and creative creation. And obviously, the innovation activities result in a measurable economic development in the region. And then point number 4 is that it's actually a live, work, and play environment. Technopark can be spread horizontally on a big area, or it can be like a tower based. Like in our case, NED Technology Park is a 20-story tower. So we have to ensure that live, work, and play environment. So that's why it contains some of the spaces as a hotel, service room, and apartments as well. And all of the facilities which can help uh, 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 an employee or employer to be there anytime in the year. So it's a live, work, and play environment. And obviously, one of the main benefits of a technopark that you can see, the last point is very important, that despite economic recession and other barriers, this technopark plays an important role in the country's sustainable development and growth. The reason of the Turkey is one of the best example of this, because in Turkey, most of the universities have a technology park. So therefore, despite even if their currency goes down, or if there's any economic recession, the economy maintains and grows. So coming back to the background of the Energy Technology Park, you can see the need. What is the need? At the moment in Karachi, there is no business incubator, especially in the entire south of Pakistan. Karachi is the 7th largest city in the world. And you know that Karachi is being 7th largest city in the world, is also the technological hub and commercial hub of Pakistan. Karachi Chamber of Commerce, KCCI, has more than 100,000 registered companies. We do lack business mentorship. There are many universities in Karachi, but we need to make sure that their connectivity of the industry should be utilized. And 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 there are many successful business examples in Karachi as well. But you can see here that businesses do not mentor each other in the local market. This is one of the barriers. Karachi has a lot of, I can say, big successful companies, but these successful companies do not mentor other companies to grow. Technology Park idea is that a successful company should help other companies to grow as well and mentor them, so that a collaborative way new ecosystem is developed. Like kind of Silicon Valley is the best example, that in which the companies mentor each other. And the fact is that this is the era of knowledge to business. In the yellow box, you can see the current situation, that it is in Punjab, there is 8 IT parks. In Lahore, in Islamabad, the Rawalpindi region, there are 5 IT Park of the Nest. And in the KPK region, there is one IT park planned. And in the entire Sindh and Balochistan area, there is currently no technology or IT park at the moment. So this is our park. NED Technology Park will be one of the first. And we are targeting, as you might have seen in the video, that Alhamdulillah, we are on the track of establishing a Bond Global Technology Park in Karachi. So this is the slide which can show you the benefits of the technology park, and you can see that we have 32 plus professional research centers at NED University, including National Center for Cybersecurity, National Center for Artificial Intelligence, Data Science, Cybersecurity, Robotics, High Performance Computing Center, Panjwani Water Institute, and Kausji Architect Center. So these all centers together will help grow local business and job creation, international linkages, futuristic thinking and innovation, increase tax revenue, business development, increase entrepreneurship, and obviously universities' impact on community and the business. So these are the benefits which we are thinking about this technology part. So, and regarding the beneficiary sectors of the technology park, because technology parks can be sector specific as well. I will show some of the examples later on. But in case of NED Technology Park, we are focusing on IT and finance, banking and business, travel, transport and communications, healthcare, entertainment, education at all levels, defense and security sectors, smart agriculture and food, construction, automobile, manufacturing, industry, electrical engineering. There we are covering all of the important factors or sectors in our NED Technology Park, so that it should be a more and more generic. So this is kind of a project structure, and you will see the SPV diagram later on, that we are going to have 99 years agreement with the ENERTECH holding company, and it is a public-private partnership agreement. We are a public site, and the ENERTECH holding company will be treated as a private party, although it is actually a public party of the government of Kuwait. But we are going to have 40 years. The government of Pakistan Hussein will award out of this 99 years, there will be 40 years concession and 59 years of O&M period. For engineers, I would like to explain that the concession period, like here, is 40 years concession period. The government takes some of the risks, especially most of the non-insurable items are covered in concession. And during this concession period, most of the law, if there's any change of law or any legal change, then the project will not be affected. And also during this 40 years concession period, the government will also going to give debt guarantee to the concessionaire or the developer, so that in case of any default, the debt taken by the concessionaire can be repaid. So the length of concession period is in Pakistan, typically most of the PPP projects, public private partnership projects, have not more than 40 years concession period. It was the wish of our investor, ENERTECH holding company, that they want to go beyond 40 years, but we could not extend concession period beyond 40 years. Therefore, for next 59 years, out of 99 years, they are going to be operating the building. They will be there, and then they will continue as an O&M period. And then the entire project company will be owned by NED University of Engineering and Technology. And the project area is 1.3 acres, and they will be an interesting diagram, a kind of Venn diagram, which is explaining triple helix model, in which you can see that university, government, and industry overlapping together. Like universities, although that university and government are collaborating with each other, university and industries are collaborating with each other, and industry and government are also collaborating with each other. But Technopark idea is to combine all of them together and to achieve a larger benefit from intersection of all these three factors. And you see that there are two more factors. So that's why triple helix model is now converted into quanta helix model, in which we have to incorporate society as well into this Venn diagram. And also we have to consider environment into this Venn diagram. So actually there should be two more circles, society and environment, so that the benefits of the technology park reach a common man as well. And you can see that the objective that universities and through funding, and they can work together with the industry to work towards new product and ideas, and job will be increased, the taxes and revenue will be increased. So this is the main idea of the triple helix model, which is actually our main goal is to take towards quanta helix model. So these are the transition advisors of the NED Science and Technology Park project, and they are selected after a national competitive bidding. And one of the EY is the lead, Ernst& Young is the lead financial advisor, Heather Mota and Co is the legal advisor. Exponent engineers have done all the technological stuff, and you can see that an interesting feature of our technology park that despite a national competitive bidding, this project got so much importance that International Association of Science Parks and Areas of Innovation and Tecnova Barcelona. Tecnova Barcelona is one of the big technology parks in Spain, in Barcelona. So they have also participated in our project in partnership with the EY, and they are being, despite being national competitive bidding, we are proud that we have a international consortium as well, which took part in this bidding. So this is the project ecosystem that you can see the entire ecosystem in this slide, that the developer will finance the project through equity and debt, and it will be a eco-friendly building. We are planning LEED gold level certification, and the management committee, there will be a management committee, and which will make a risk mitigation plan, and there will be an activities manager as well, who will manage the entire management of this technology park and coordination with the NED University. And obviously, NED, they will connect with the industry, and NED Tech Park Solutions will help the industry to grow. And the stakeholders are of this project: NED University, tenants, which can be technology companies, developer obviously is a big stakeholder, government of Sindh is a big stakeholder, industries are also big stakeholders. So as I mentioned, that society and environment are also now the new stakeholders, which are now required from every technology park in the world. And then SEDF is one of the funding agencies which has given an option of additional investment, which I will explain later on. So this is just explanation of that what's going to be have NED involvement in this project. NED has 476 highly qualified faculty on a our 476 staff, faculty and staff can do consultation with the technology park. They can participate with them, they can collaborate with them, and we have 12,000 graduates and undergraduate students, and they can work in this technology park through a co-op arrangement. And our university has already 30 plus research centers, which have their proprietary technology, and obviously contractual use of university owned scientific and engineering and computing equipment. So it is we will make the technology park a complete binding with this NED University. The companies which are going to be hosted in the technology park will be liable, and they are compulsorily required to collaborate with the NED students, faculty, and research center. There we have Center for Robotics, Center for Big Data, Center for Cybersecurity, High Performance Computing Center, National Center for Artificial Intelligence, and Center for Excellence in Affordable Housing. And there are more than there are actually 30 plus. And the project features are a special technology zone, which I will explain later on, a smart building architecture, which I have already shown you, anchor tenants, ecosystem will be there to develop entire industry and academia system. There will be hotels and service room to realize the live, work, and play environment. And obviously, there will be facilitation for the startups as well. So obviously, the impact of this technology park will be R&D commercialization, value addition in technology sector, creation of more jobs, generation of patents and licensing for NED University, collaboration with the industry and university resources, international and national linkages. Alhamdulillah, this project already got funding from government of Kuwait, so it's going to be a born global technology park, and obviously capital funding opportunities. And this is one of the important slides, that this project has been awarded the status of a special technology zone developer. The ENERTECH holding company will be the zone developer, and the companies which are going to be the tenant, they will be called as zone enterprise. So the benefit of zone developer being it will be help in technology transfer, human capital development, innovation in entrepreneurship, IT imports, export substitution, job creation, local and foreign direct investment. This project is already in FDI project in dollars, the IRR is in dollars, and obviously the research and development. And these are the benefits of you can see on the right side a table that Forex and fiscal benefits. Forex benefits are perpetual, and the fiscal benefits are for 10 years. So in case of Forex benefit, you can see that it is a special Forex regime fully repatriable investment and profit and dividends, all legitimate payments and abroad allowed without any limitations, so that any company worldwide can join Technology Park and can take the profit outside. Their money can go in and go out very easily. Ease of opening and maintaining forex accounts. And the interesting part is that in case of on the right side, you can see that it is going to be have a 10 years tax holiday. Custom duties will be exempted, income tax is exempted, and sales tax and import of capital goods will be exempted. And by the way, import on capital goods also includes for it is going to have a good benefit for the zone developer. It is expected that 25% of the building construction cost will be reduced by having this status for the uh, zone developer. So ENERTECH holding company will be like if they say that the project cost is 25 billion rupees, then it will be 25% reduced due to this fiscal exemption. And obviously, profit and gains for zone developers and zone enterprise and venture capital funds, they will be they will be also exempt. Turnover tax is also exempt. Property tax only in Islamabad is exempt. And dividend distribution tax is also exempt in case of this. So we have this status of a special technology zone, and this will help. And most of the European countries and in Turkey, they offer this kind of exemptions to their technology parks, so that they grow and then they play an important role in market dynamics. So this is a transaction structure of NED Technology Park. On the left side, you can see the concessionaire. On the right side is a tenant, or in the middle is the NED University. And in the main middle, you can see the SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle. SPV is a special purpose vehicle, which we call it as it's actually a project company. So it's a partnership company between NED and the ENERTECH holding company. So SPV is not an ENERTECH holding company. SPV is not NED University. SPV is a partnership, and obviously SPV will generate shares, and the dividend will be distributed between NED University and the investor ENERTECH holding company. So as in this SPV, the project company, ENERTECH holding company, and NED University are the two partners. And you can see that we have two models. We can give our land on license basis, and we can give our land on the lease as well. So based on the G2G model, we are now granting this project our land, the 1.3 acre land, on lease basis. It's not license now. So there's a small change. So this is not a license, it's a lease. And obviously then we will be having a project. We will not be taking a license fee. We will be taking shares in the project. And this you can see on the left side, the debt to equity ratio at the moment is 50-50, but it can change later on till the start of the project, because based on interest rates, because you know that debt is a bit cheaper, but sometimes if the interest rate increase, then debt becomes expensive. So that's why. So at the moment, it has been expected that ENERTECH holding company will be putting 70% equity and 30% debt. And if the interest rate keep continuing increasing, then ENERTECH holding company will be using 100% equity with no debt. And on this model, you can also see that the guarantor of Sindh is also giving a debt guarantee and also putting 1 billion equity. And then obviously when the project starts, then the debt will be, when the project starts, the companies start generating. You can see that the income, rentals and service fees will be coming to the SPV. And then obviously the very first thing which we need to do is to pay back the debt repayment to the banks. And then the rest of the the cycle is we need to give the shares to the NED University and the NED holding company. So this is the entire transaction structure. And obviously the concessionaire will do the responsibility of the concessionaire is to build, finance and operate. So this is on the left side is the you can see that the responsibility of a concessionaire. So it's a DBFOM model: design, build, finance and operate and manage model. This is called as DBFOM: design, build, finance, operate and manage. So this is the depiction of this DBFOM model for the concessionaire. And I hope that I am able to illustrate. And this you can see that NED University is going to have a R&D collaboration with the tenants of a technology park, which can be anchor tenants, large tech companies, SMEs, research companies, and startups. So this arrow shows the collaboration between the NED University and the technology park. So this is the transaction structure of NED Technology Park. And this is just like same thing, but explained in a bit easier manner, that this is Ground of Sin, this is NED University, and this is project location. It is 1.3 acre of land, and we are going to make an SPV. Okay, and this we with SPV, we NETEC will do a build, operate, and transfer agreement, bought agreement, 40 years, and next 59 years, this SPV will also be there to manage, and then you can see partner A, partner B, and private partner C. This project and the extension PC contractor and operator. So this is the indicative project structure. So this is the risk allocation matrix. You can see that most of doing this project in a public-private partnership model. So most and you can also see that the fulfillment of condition precedent CPs are very important. The CPs are shared, and financial close is the responsibility of the concessionaire, and government upfront support if needed. It is the responsibility of the government. Delivery of the vacant possession of the project site, we have done it. It is the government's responsibility. The title of the project, we got a title. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, excuse me, Dr. Saab, we cannot hear you. There is some issue relating to your voice. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I think the speaker, due to some technical reasons, he dropped. The signal is dropped, so we will try to bring him back as soon as possible. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I think there was a connection was dropped from the speaker side, so he is back now. So please, Dr. Saab, you can start from where you left, you dropped. So sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry, there was some net issue. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's okay. You can share your screen, please. Your screen still to be shared.
Okay, let me share my screen. Is it visible now?
It's coming. Yeah, it's okay now. Risk allocation. Yeah, it's okay now. You please start. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Many apologies because there was some connection disability. So the summary of the this risk allocation matrix is that the entire demand risk is on the private party, which is the concessionaire, and all of the risks belong to the government party, and some of the risks are shared. And so this is the reason why public-private partnerships are more efficient. So this is why we are doing this project in a PPP mode. So and so I hope this is a bit clear. So more importantly, this is I would like to give 5 minutes to this strategy gram concept, which is a comparison, which is a tool developed by IASP, International Association of Science Parks. And this histogram compares our technology park with the global technology park. For example, in the next slide, I'm going to show you the comparative assessment of between NED Technology Park and the La Salle Tecnova Barcelona Technology Park. So you can see that it takes input from the both sides and then present a comparative assessment. So you can see that there are seven axes. Axis one is location and environment. Axis two is position in the knowledge economy. Axis three is the target firms. Axis four is the degree of specialization. Axis five is the target market. Axis six is the project which I, as a project director, provided from NED side, and then it compared with the technology park of Spain. So you can see that axis one is location. Both technology park, and you see that this axis is divided between -10 to +10. So it's not grading; it's just a distribution of where we are. For example, both technology parks in axis one both are urban. But of the axis one, there are many technology park examples in the world that in which technology parks or technology zones are far away from the city center and they are quite away. So this is subjective to the demand. Most of the sector specific technology parks are non-urban; they are away from the city. But this technology park, NED and the Technova Barcelona, both are urban; they are in the main city. Position in the knowledge economics and sector, access to -10 is like purely research, and the +10 is completely market oriented. So you can see that NET1 is NET1 is a bit on the -3, and the blue one is the Barcelona one. Is so it means that the Barcelona Technology Park is more research oriented than NET1. In case of Axis 3, you can see the target firms. NTPF stands for new technology based firms. And then on the other side, you can see the mature firms. So the Barcelona Technology Park is completely accepting the new technology based firms. And NAT1 is also near it, but we are also accepting some mature firms as well. In case of degree of specialization, you can see that -10 is purely specialist and +10 is completely generalist. The Barcelona one is uh, very general technology park. In case of NAT, based on the data provided, we see that we are in the middle. So we are a kind of in between, somewhere between a specialist and the generalist technology park. So it means that we will have going to have a IT and some we are more towards some a bit specialist. So it means that mostly IT companies will be there, but other companies like electrical and mechanical, manufacturing, textile will also be there. Target firms being domestic is -10 and international is 10. You can see that in this case, both NAD and Tecnova Barcelona are matching together. Uh, and then in case, because both have a mixture of domestic and international. But now I guess that based on the current agreement with the ENERTECH holding company, the blue line will move towards more international side. And Axis 6 is networking, and you can see that it's both or almost same. We are believe in the technology strategic networking, and access 7 is very important, governance and management model. So -10 is institutional model, and the +10 is totally business based model. And you can see that any technology part believes in completely business based model. Institutional models are a bit more impacted by the policies of the institution. So here in the Tecno Barcelona, they are more influenced by the government of Spain. So they are quite much directed by the dynamics of the Spain government and the institution of that or the management. In NED Technology Park, we are mostly toward the business model. So business dynamics will play a key role in driving the dynamics of the technology park. So this is the comparison. This is called as a strategygram of the two technoparks. Here you can see the same thing of the four technology parks are compared. NED Technology Park, Shanghai United Development Technology Park, Park de Pando in Brazil, and one of the most famous technology park, Tsinghua University Science Park, TUS Park. So you can see the same strategygram in case of here. And I will share the slides with you as well. And you can see that the difference between all of the axes from location, position in the knowledge economy, target firms, degree of specialization, and governance and management model. Now, it's what the last one of the last slides, that how IEP Saudi Arabia and Pakistan embassy can play a role. So obviously, Saudi Arabia is a strategic partner of Pakistan. So it's a bridge between NED, STP, and the Saudi technology companies and technoparks and techno valleys. Uh, I know that there's a big techno valley in Saudi Arabia, DTV, Dharan Techno Valley. They sometimes keep contacting us and I'm thankful that they always guide us in developing the model. And obviously, international and strategic collaboration is also one of the important ways in which IP Saudi Arabia can help us and the Embassy of Pakistan can help us. And obviously, the opportunity to attract Saudi venture capital fund and investment is always there, and we are welcoming it. And the right one, the last point is very important, that we are going to have another technology park, which is going to be the extension of this same project. And it is going to be the 9-acre land in front of the NED. It's the same place. In front of this is a more bigger area. So government of Saudi Arabia or Saudi side, Saudi businessmen are quite welcome to assess and to invest in the phase 2 of the NED Science and Technology Park, which is going to be a more bigger than this project, inshallah. So thank you very much for your time and listening to me. And once again, apologies for the connection breakdown.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Asif Arfeen, for a wonderful knowledge sharing session. We really appreciate your presence. And with this, we will, in fact, we have quite a few questions that shows that the audience is quite interactive. And we will try to select a few of the questions so that uh, you can cover the whole session in next maximum 10 minutes time. So just to start, the last slide, you said how the IEP can play a role and the embassy. In fact, the current ambassador is an engineer, His Excellency. So we invited him to attend today's session, but due to short notice and due to his engagements, he could not join. But for sure, we will try to have another session soon in the presence of the ambassador, and then we will ask his role. So the questions which I have with me, very quickly, the first question is, Doctor, is that this IASP, International Association of Science Park, this body with this NED Science and Technology part, you will get any type of certification from IASP, be it design certified or built or operational sustainability. So what will be what IASP will provide you?
This is a very important question. Thank you for this raising this point. And actually, IASP is the Global Association of International Science and Technology Parks. So the number one point, which we would like to be, all the global technology parks are members of this association, and this association has its board of governors, and they they have an annual conference which they call as a World Congress on Technology Parks. It's an annual event. So this association brings together all of the technology parks together. And I let me inform you that during COVID period, this IASP played a very crucial role in bringing all the technology part together to design some of the medicine or technological equipment to combat the disease of COVID. And say this is just one example. So this is the collaborative platforms. So the membership of this ISP is very important, and we do plan to have a local chapter of ISP in Pakistan as well. I do know that in various countries there are local chapters of ISP as well. And also there are also like in Spain, there is also another association called APTE. APTE is a APTE, which is a local technology park association of Spain, but they are also collaborating with the IASP. In fact, both are hosted in the same building in the Malaga. So this is the role of ISP, and the membership of this ISP is very important for any technology park, which is either new or a working old technology park.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dr. Asad. Well, my second question is from Engineer Niazi, is what is the primary role of Kuwaiti partner ENERTECH and their benefits? You touched upon
Yes,
this, but can you elaborate more?
I think this transaction structure will, or let me try to explain from this slide that uh, the ENERTECH holding company is being awarded 40-year concession. So it's a G2G agreement. So this the primary role is that they have to develop, finance, and I mean design, build, finance, operate, and manage, DBFOM. So this is the main primary role of this them. And in 40 years time, they have to carry all of their profit away, and then at the end of the 40th year, we will be NED will be managing the entire project. So this happens in all of the PPP project. So the primary role of NETEC holding company is the same which any private party plays in any public-private partnership agreement.
Thank you, Dr. Asad. Now, there are two questions basically from Engineer Khalid, is that how many companies or institutions have already joined or showed interest in this project? And second question from him, he is from NED. Probably he has some inside detail that NED, according to him, is built on earthquake fault zone. Did you do any seismology study for before building this part? So these are the two things from Mr. Khalid.
Uh, the exponent, you can see our transaction advisors, the exponent engineers did all of the geotechnical study, and based on this geotechnical study, they have various point findings, and it's true that the entire belt is based on there's a danger of earthquake, but the good thing is that NET is more a rocky area, and the feasibility study also shows that we cannot make more than 3 basements unless and until there are some more digging or some technology to go to a more basement. And so we will be have a parking on the other side. But the question is about that earthquake. So we did a study, and all of and that the building will be incorporating all of the protective measures of the to cater for the hazards of the earthquake. Am I audible?
Second, sorry, Dr. Asad, thank you very much for your answer. So the question from Engineer Mohsen, how project will generate revenue?
I think there was another question from, there were two questions. So I answered only one question.
Mr. Khalid, he said how many companies or institution have
Yes,
shown
yes.
interest?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the ENERTECH holding company has, when they gave us a proposal, so they came up with the 16 letter of intent. They have already, the project investor has 16 major big companies, anchor tenants with them, which includes Huawei, Cisco, and all and complete very big companies all over the world, Microsoft. So they have 16 companies already they have the letter of intent with them. So this was the reason that we accepted this project in a G2G manner. Otherwise, we were going to have this project in a competitive bidding, and then the TFAC was all the TFAC the committee, the project selection committee was already announced, but that we discontinued that process because we got the project company coming in with a 16 anchor tenants. So 16 big companies are already with this, so they already have their booking with ENERTECH.
All right, thank you, Dr. Asad. In fact, we have also, mashallah, here about 10 people physically also attending your seminar. So we have a couple of more questions. And the question from Engineer Munawar is that what are the key milestones or the timeline of the project?
Yes, the timeline is very important. It's very important. The timeline is that we have to complete the building and 2.5 years, and then the project, the cash flows will be started. And regarding timeline, we have the uh, the lease rent ratio plays an important role because at the moment ENERTECH and NED by mutual consultation we have decided that we will be giving 80% of this technology park on a lease basis of 100 years, and then the 20% will be on the rental basis. So based on this, you can see that how we'll make the timeline, because 80% of the companies will be going to be having a long-term setting in this technology park, and the 20% will be like a transient in and out. So that's why. So we have to make sure that the building is ready, fully functional at the end of second year, and then the timeline for the investor is obviously from their side is important, because they have to. There's one thing called as payback period. So based on our financial model, ENERTECH holding company will get its paybacks in 6.5 years or less than 7 years. So the initial 7 years are very important, because they have to make sure that they get all of their investment. They are going to invest 25 billion rupees in this project, so they have to get all of the investment out, and there's a 22% IRR. So all of the timeline is based on this IRR, 22% IRR. So that's why this initial 7 years are very important to get all of the profit out of this project. And then for NED, it's a big agreement. So obviously we are 10 to 15% shareholders, and obviously our timeline extends to the 100 years and beyond. And we need to make sure that our students, faculty, and grow, and there's entire ecosystem under triple helix model grows. So that's the I tried to explain the timeline in obviously in a subjective manner. Obviously, this is something proprietary to the investor, but I tried my best to illustrate the timeline from the both sides in a subjective manner. I hope it's clear.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Asad. We have three more questions, one from Engineer Noshahi, another one is Engineer Mohsen, and we have also from Engineer Abdul Qadir Akbani. So the question from Engineer Mohsen is that how the project will generate revenue?
Yes. I think this slide has already, you can see that concessionaire will be putting its equity, 50% equity, 50% debt, or it's a mixture. And then when the building will be ready, so you can see that the rental and the services fee is the income of the project company. So this is like a more deterministic revenue. Like obviously we will be marketing that, okay, these floors have this much rentals, or if you want to sell it, the building, the floor, or so obviously this there will be the market price for this. So obviously all of the money will go to the SPV, and then obviously NED will get 10 to 15% share, and 85% share go to the ENERTECH. And for the point of view of NED, we are not more interested in rentals. We are more interested in this R&D collaboration. So this arrow, you can see, this is because this can be a great source of revenue for NED, because this is all NED part. All of the patents and all of the revenue generation through R&D will be the for NED University.
Thank you, Dr. Asad. We have the question from one of our very senior member of the council, Engineer Pervez Noshahi. If it is not confidential, can you please tell us that how much amount each partner has invested? Thank you.
Yes, so because you see that it's a PPP project. In all of the PPP project in any country, the government side only offers the land. So NED has the land. So our investment is our land, and and another thing is our investment. NED University's brand is our investment as well, because it's not only land, it's the brand as well. So we have two investment things: land and brand. And based on land, obviously the land evaluation. So in this region, we did land valuation through State Bank approved land valuators. So it was a long process, but finally our land came out to be around 3 billion rupees, Pakistani rupees. And then obviously the other side company, based on the number of floors, they are going to invest around 20 to 25 billion rupees based on, and obviously you all, mashallah, are engineers, you know that how building 1.3 a building constructed on a 1.3 acre land, 20 stories, and you know that what's the per square feet construction rate. It's like 1,500 rupees per square feet construction rate. So you can see, you can easily guess the actual building cost.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Asad. We please, hopefully, you be patient with the 5 minutes more, because we have a couple of more questions. One is from Mr. Abdul Qadir Akbani. Is that shows the interaction that you, mashallah, gave such a wonderful talk that everybody is raising their hands for the question. So how many? No, the question from Dr. Abdul Qadir Akbani is that approximate percentage of technical share of the NED faculty and students? Any idea?
This is something we will get. I think that technical share, which this slide also showing that all of the technical and research share is for, and this you see that this technology park is will be giving chance to not only NED, it will be giving chance to all of the universities in the region as well. So this is one clarification. But obviously, NED is a big university, so their students and faculty have a big chance to collaborate with NED. I mean, this technology park, and and if obviously the research is done from the NED research groups, then obviously all the patents will be in their name, and you can see that when this project will get realized, at the moment we get funding from HEC and some of the other agencies, and when Technopark comes, they will be anchor companies there. They will be giving projects and funding to the NED university research groups, faculty, and students. So I believe that it's a very great opportunity for every tier at NED, whether they are students, whether they are faculty, or even if they are staff. So in terms of consultation, in terms of project, they can do a great deal, and they can earn a good money for NED, for themselves, and also for the technology park. So it's all, and you can see that through this process, indigenous development will increase. So that's why Pakistan export deficit will reduce.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Asad. So we have last two questions. One question is that you are lucky, there is one investor is already with us. Our ex-council member, Mr. Sami from Canada, his question is that how overseas Pakistani can contribute, financially or technically?
Obviously, in this slide, you can see that overseas Pakistanis can be a tenant in this and then benefit from the. I think that this slide of the this should be a good news for the overseas Pakistanis, because if they are sitting outside, so they can open their companies in the project in this technology park, because this is an STZ, and they can easily take their payments in and out. This is a big avenue for them, because you know that sometimes there's issues in payment dollar going outside Pakistan. So this technology zone will not having this problem. So this is we are very serious in designing this kind of thing. So that's why the overseas Pakistani will be getting all of the forex benefit, which are perpetual, and obviously they will be also getting the fiscal 10-year benefit. And obviously, one of the ways that they can come as a tenant and they can collaborate with NED. And also, if they are more interested, then can also come. They can. I mean, they have the two opportunities to join with. Either they can join with the SPV, or either they can come with a tenant. They can become like, for example, if there's some overseas Pakistan want to become a partner in the project SPV, so there's a chance that they can come, they can put shares in it, and we can connect with them an ENERTECH holding company, and though they can be shareholders in the project SPV. So this is for the big investors, or otherwise they can be teenagers and they can open their companies. I know that a lot of Pakistani, especially Canadians, have a lot of big companies in overseas, and they will be, and we will be very proud that they open their respective office in any technology park. And in this way, they will be able to contribute to the technology park. They will be able to finance, and they will be also able to benefit from this technology park.
Thank you, Dr. Asad. IEP is always a gender equal platform. So one question from lady engineer. Will project provide internship opportunities to new graduates?
Yes, that's one of the compulsory entry requirements of NED, and also for getting this status of this special technology zone, because uh, for giving this, all the companies will have to collaborate with the students, and even before they get their graduation, they have to offer the internships to the students.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Asad. And with this, I wonder that we cannot entertain any more questions because already we exceed 1 hour. So thank you very much for the patience of all the attendees. And with this, I would like to just say a few words in the end of the session. like a vote of thanks. Normally, it is done by our chairman, the chairman, Engineer Rizwan Ahmed, who could not join us here, but he's there virtually. We unfortunately, sorry for apology that those who raised their hands, we could not entertain them in order not to have any IT hiccup. So we appreciate the presence of all the attendees, and due to your presence, this event became a successful event, Alhamdulillah. And I would like to thank Almighty Allah that who provided us the wisdom and knowledge and all the courage that we are holding this seminar. And Alhamdulillah, our very special gratitude to today's learned speaker, Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen, for accepting our request to share the information and knowledge relating to the high-tech project of NED, ENERTECH STP. Of course, we are also thankful to Dr. Sarosh Lodhi Saab, the Vice Chancellor of NED. Please convey our gratitude and regards to him. And we really appreciate that this is a wonderful project, and we wish you very good luck for this project. Our special thanks to all the attendees who attended the seminar, webinar, and also if anyone wants to he's looking for the certificate, please write in the chat box. IEP-SAC-EP will provide the certificate of attending this webinar. Last but not the least is my special thanks to IEP-SAC-EP Council members and seminar committee, and especially Mr. Nabil, Engineer Nabil, IT and Media Committee, who worked hard, who did a lot of IT practices even yesterday as part of the dry run. And special thanks to Engineer Khalid, Engineer Abdul Qadir Iqbani, Engineer Niazi, Engineer Itlaq, who are sitting here with me, Engineer Sharik, who did a lot of effort to make this event happen. With this one, I would like again to thank you everybody, and especially Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen. Inshallah, very soon we will look forward to have another session on a larger scale probably, and hopefully we may invite you physically to come over to Saudi Arabia for this seminar as the project moves on. And last few words from Dr. Muhammad Asad Arfeen.
Thank you very much, Shami Saab, and a special thanks to the IEP Pakistan Saudi Arabian Center. And I hope that I'm able to convey some of the benefits of the technology park and also the typical features of the NED, ENERTECH Science and Technology Park. And I'm really thankful. And once again, my apologies that due to some technical issue that I got dropped. And so I'm very sorry for this. But I still request all of the participants. This is the strategic project of Muslim Ummah. This is one of the born global technology parks of the world, and we believe that this technology park is not about Pakistan. It's all about our Muslim Ummah. That then we need to be technology strong and consider the inspiration from the Turkish technology park. We believe that despite our currency devaluation and other economic factors, once this technology parks are ready, Pakistan will boost up in this economy, inshallah. So once again, thank you very much to Shami Saab and the IEP Pakistan Saudi Arabian Center.
Thank you, Dr. Saab, and thank you all the attendees. With this, we conclude the session. Thank you for joining. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.